Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today we are going to tell you a story, and quite an inspirational story. It's called The King and the Beggar. Once upon a time, a country was ruled by a king who had no son to succeed to the throne. As he was getting old, he sent out notices throughout his country. He invited every qualified young man to an interview with the king, so he could decide the possible successor to the throne. The only qualification for the candidates was that they should have immense love for their fellow human beings. Every young man across the land was very excited at the possibility of being the ruler of the country. A poor young man from a remote village also heard of the notice. He was kind and hard-working, but he was very poor. He had no good clothes to be presentable in the sight of the king. So the young man worked really hard and saved some money to buy him proper clothes and supplies. Then he set out on a long journey to the palace. He traveled many days and had almost completed the journey when he came upon a poor beggar by the side of the road. The beggar, trembling in the cold, covered only in tattered rags, extended his arm and pleaded for help. "I'm hungry and cold. Please help me, sir." The young man was so moved that he immediately stripped his new attire and offered it to him. He also gave him the very limited food he had. The beggar thanked the man 1,000 times. The young man was now a bit hesitant to go for the interview, but he eventually gathered enough courage to enter the palace in his old, dirty clothes. As he was admitted in the great hall for the interview, he bowed low as the king entered the room. But when he raised his eyes, he gasped in astonishment. The king looked very similar to the beggar he had met on the way, and he was wearing the clothes he had given him. The king said, "Yes, I am the beggar." The young man said, "But why did you dress up like a beggar? You are a king." "Because I had to be sure that you had a good heart, and that you genuinely love your fellow human beings," said the king. The generosity and the love to the one in need, without expecting anything in return, is the sign of a great heart. "You have proven that you are the right person to be my successor," promised the king.